My friends, I am here tonight just to kind of answer a few subscriber questions about the project Jamie Griffing and I started back in January, which is this Jamie and Tony Classic Gospel Tunes playlist that's on here. We're up to week 33 is coming up. And so we did make a New Year's resolution back in January that we were going to do an old-time gospel song each week, which is kind of crazy because neither one of us are the greatest singers in the world. Certainly not me. Jamie's better than I am, but we decided we'd try it. I didn't think we'd stick with it a couple weeks, just like every other New Year's resolution I've ever made. I've never stuck with New Year's resolutions, but I'm sitting here looking at this now. I can't believe we've made it this far. Like I say, 32 videos you can see. And it's been quite a blessing, honestly, in our lives. It takes a lot of effort. I would guess that about 7 hours a week is what I spend doing each video. Our process is sort of like on Monday we decide what song we might do. Tuesday or so at lunch we'll sit and we'll try to figure out what key we're going to do it in, and usually Tuesday afternoon at night or whatever, Wednesday, I'll try to come up with a guitar composition for it. We'll talk about it, maybe practice it at lunch again. Thursday I usually make a really nice chart and everything for it so that and we do some research as to how the songs came about. So I think that's kind of one of the cool things about this series of videos is we talk about the origin of the song, and Jamie looks up scripture and stuff that sort of supports the song, and the basis for the principle that's spoken of, or that's, I guess, primary in the song. And then we get together on Friday after work, usually at our office by about 3:30 or 4 o'clock. People are dispersing, going home a little early. We put in a lot of hours earlier in the week usually. Our job's about a 9.5 hour day job most of the time, and we'll leave a little early on Fridays. Jamie's a graphic designer for UNC Health Blue Ridge, and I'm in the office right beside him. I do all of our web and video and photography. And so we work in the marketing department, business development at UNC Health Blue Ridge. And we just decided we would give this a shot. This is something we'd done a lot of times on Friday afternoons when people would knock off. I usually have a guitar in the office, and we would sit and maybe do an old hymn, Amazing Grace or something else. And we enjoyed doing it. Like I say, even though, me usually in bands, I've been a guitar player, not a singer. And usually I've just been musical support, so it's been difficult somewhat for me. And I probably make it hard for Jamie because the only musical part that I hear really well is the tenor part, even though I'm a baritone singer. So I don't hear baritone really well. I need to train myself more. I need to make that more of a goal. That way, what's been happening, of course, is Jamie has to sing a little lower than he's comfortable singing, so I can sing that high part, because he doesn't really sing harmony parts unless he's in a choir situation where he's hearing the guys beside him sing the harmony part. Then he can sing it. So kind of a weird little situation. It's not easy to pull off, but by the time we've done all the planning, then I sit down and we record it. We usually record it with I guess it's an Insta360 X4. I'm probably going to get the X5 soon. I've just not had a real reason to get it, but this is nice. It shoots the entire room we're in, 360. So if Jamie's dad's in there sitting on a couch or something listening to us, we can turn to him now and again or whatever when we talk. We've got one camera, but it's every angle. I can look down at the sheet of music, or we can look closer at Jamie while he's praying or talking. So it gives the illusion if we've got more than one camera. We usually mic it up, since the audio doesn't sound so great on this. We mic it up with one of these, which is a Zoom H1 Essentials, it's called. And it has two mics on it, one that faces one way and one the other, so I can kind of put it in the middle of us, and the one mic gets Jamie, and the other mic gets me and the guitar. So that's all the gear that we use. But then I come home, I take the 360 video, I reframe it however it needs to be done. That takes usually about an hour to do that, and then I bring it into Adobe Premiere Pro, the resultant video from that, and then I match it up with the audio from this thing. And that's why it typically sounds pretty good, except for the fact that I don't hit my notes right with my voice. So it's been fun, and not too many people watching. You can see here, here's one that's got 343 views. I would say typically these get about 200 views, and takes a while. We're not out trying to reach thousands and thousands of people. We're just happy that if one or two people get blessed by it. That was our goal, is if we could reach one or two people by the end of the year. Have we lifted anybody's spirits? Have we encouraged anyone to read the Bible? Have we, lifted up some praise to God with music, and studied our Bible more and gotten closer? And I think for me and Jamie, it's just been a really nice release for the week. Each week it's a challenge what our job is. You wouldn't think there'd be so much going on in hospital marketing, but the place where we work has a lot of tendrils going out. It's several hospitals. It's a whole bunch of physician practices. It's a lot of service lines that we do. It's a lot of events going on that we have to go to. And we record those things, and we contribute to the social media. Jamie, of course, he works the print shop. I go to all of our different events and things. And it's been fun, but it's been a challenge. We're going to finish this year out, Lord willing. If the Jesus don't come back, we're going to have 52 songs that we've done. And we're already talking about possibly doing something else next year. I don't know if it'll be something like this, or if it'll be, maybe we don't do music. Maybe it's more of just a Bible study thing or something. But I sure do appreciate all the people that have been watching and commenting. And I've been appreciating the prayer requests that we get. We get our churches involved in those prayer requests. People send us a prayer request, and we had a person last week that said that his wife had been seemingly cured of cancer. I mean, I believe it. I totally believe it. This person said his wife had stage 4 cancer, and we've had several churches of people, Jamie's church and mine, praying for that lady. And he said she went and had her scans done, and the cancer seems to be gone. And I've seen God do a lot of things like that. I fully believe that God can still heal people. But more than that, my friend Jamie this week said that he's hoping there'll be a lot of spiritual healing too. So we take your prayer requests very seriously, and we thank you, those of you who are watching. If it was just one person, we'd still be doing this. And I've noticed my YouTube numbers are trending down, probably because people go there to watch camera reviews or guitar videos or hiking videos or videos about North Carolina. And I'll probably get back to doing more of that next year. Those things that my YouTube channel really was established to do. But for me, it's just been so fun, and I don't care if the YouTube numbers go down the hole. If we're reaching one or two people, or 3 or 4, or maybe in the future it does catch on and people sort of dig the spirit of it, because that's kind of what's nice. My wife seems to like the fact that Jamie and I get together and we just have a time of praising God and talking about positive things and trying to lift one another up, lift God up, and lift up the people that are watching. So God bless each and every one of you. I thought I'd drop in and just talk about this, and I'm just amazed. I'm amazed that we've stuck with it. And there is this playlist out here if you want to go and watch any of these songs. And I think most of these songs, I'm kind of slack. I don't put it in the description always, but let's go to this, like Standing on Promises. Usually in the description, I put a link to this Google Drive folder. And so those of you who are musicians, you can go to that Google Drive folder, and it will have a lot of our chord sheets, the chord sheets and things that I've put together to perform, and it's kind of neat. If you if you like seeing arrangements of songs. I don't know what all's in here. Lily of the Valley. You can see all that water. That's when my garage flooded, and looks like water got into my bag. Leaning on the everlasting arms. But anyway, you go there, you might find just a really good little library of songs if you want to see the key that Jamie and I play them in and how we do it. A lot of times I'll try to vary these from verse to verse, do some chord substitutions and things. It's kind of a cool little study in its own to go there and look at the chord sheets. And also in here we have Jamie's gospel tracts that you could grab and print out yourself and share, and they're kind of cool. He tries to put the things about sin in darkness because that's what's dark, and then he tries to show symbolically, I guess, salvation and the good news versus the bad news in his gospel tracts. And I think it's awesome that he's doing that. He's doing his part for sure. We do almost all these videos in his dad's basement. I can't remember why we started doing that, other than I think it was in January and it was cold, and he said, hey, we can go to Dad's basement. He's got a wood cook stove down there and he keeps a fire in it. And so we've sort of hung there in that area most of the time, but then that's his dad's basement. And yeah, his dad makes appearances, although he's not been dead. You pray for his dad. His dad's had a few little health problems here lately. He's 90 years old. So remember Jamie and Jamie's dad. Pray for me and Jamie. We would certainly appreciate that. And God bless each and every one of you. We're going to keep going until December. There is some talk about maybe the last episode of this, which will be right at New Year's. We've talked about at my church in Valdez, North Carolina, we'd get together maybe at 8 or 9 o'clock at night and have a little New Year's party at the church. Have some refreshments and some snacks and stuff. And we've talked about maybe trying to do all 52 songs. And if people wanted to come and hang with us and sing with us, get up on the stage and sing, it's probably something we'll record, but we don't have good Wi-Fi over there. I probably won't stream it. But we have decided that our last song is going to be How Great Thou Art. So that will be the last week of December. Like I say, Lord will, and if the Lord don't come back, I'd be just happy if he did. But if anybody were to want to even come to that, if you're local and you want to ride out to Valdez, and we've talked about trying to do all 52 songs. What I would hope is there would be some people who come and actually get up there on stage and sing with us up in the pulpit. But we just rip through all these and have a glorious time going into the new year. If that's something you might be interested in, it's sort of in the plans. We haven't 100% nailed it down, but my pastor at the church is he's receptive to that. So we might talk more about that, maybe in September, October, November as the time gets closer. Again, many thanks, folks, for listening, for supporting us, for sending us emails, providing encouragement. And if you have prayer requests, please do reach out and share, and we will do our best to get our little churches, which are full of people who really pray from the heart, to pray for you and your needs. God bless each and every one of you.